Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called At Eternity's Gate. Julian Schnabel's At Eternity's Gate is a journey inside the world and mind of a person who, despite skepticism, ridicule, and illness, created some of the world's most beloved and stunning works of art. This is not a forensic biography, but rather scenes based on Vincent van Gogh's letters, common agreement about events in his life that present as facts, hearsay, and moments that are just plain invented. This is a 2018 film. It's rated PG-13. It runs 111 minutes, and it stars Willem Dafoe as Van Gogh, Rupert Friend, Mads Mikkelsen, Matthew Almeric, Emmanuel Signier, Anne Konzini, Amir Kazar, and Oscar Isaac. A bunch of people, and then Willem Dafoe. At Eternity's Gate. So, as much as I like Willem Dafoe, and I like movies about artwork, and I think this is very stunning, and I think it's a nice story to tell, it doesn't go much beyond that. This is a really disappointing film. I have no idea why they took the approach they did when they decided to shoot this film. The camera's going around. The camera is blurry all the time. I think they're trying to go to the sense that Van Gogh is very fuzzy in his brain because he has all this stuff going on, all these demons he's fighting. But it is not a good visual for a movie that's supposed to be about beautiful things. The vision of this movie is just completely upside down. I think somebody needed to talk to them about, how this turned out, because it's just terrible. You're sitting there watching it and it's all blurry, and then it gets clear, and then it gets blurry, and they're trying to make a statement. I know that. This is an artistic film, so everything has meaning. Everything that they do, everything that happens has a point. But I don't get the point, and I don't like the point of making the visuals of the movie blurry. I would go against it on any movie ever shot, and this one does it almost the whole time, just to make the point that Van Gogh was going through some stuff, literally. The other times with the camera work, where it's just side to side, like people are walking along, they're having a conversation, they're following these people walking along, and the camera's like up and down and like moving side to side and stuff. It's like, I don't get the point of that. Like, why couldn't you just have a cameraman that could walk along with the people and keep it still? Why does it have to be like this the whole time? It was annoying. It was annoying to watch. It was annoying to see. It's annoying that they let this happen, but it's an annoying way of having a movie be seen. So that's the first really big, obvious thing to say. The next big, obvious thing to say is really how boring this is. I think I could have almost dealt with a biography rather than this stuff, because this stuff is just scattered. They jump from him being in this town, they jump to him being in this asylum, they jump to him being here and doing this piece of work, and then he's fighting with them, even though he's painting, and he says painting takes him into a calmness, and then he'll do something, even though he's been painting that day. So a lot of stuff doesn't make sense. A lot of stuff isn't connected. They jump from scene to scene. They jump from location to location. The timeline is very skewed because, like, he has his brother and everything, and he wants to see him, but then he gets to see him, but then he's in this asylum again. And it's just like, I'm like turned upside down, because most of the time this movie is about Van Gogh being insane. I think that's no secret. You know, that's history. If you didn't know that, then you need to look in a history book. But honestly, like a lot of the time of this movie, he's seeming very healthy and happy. He's out in the field painting. He's walking along. He's looking up to the sun and smiling. And Defoe is no rookie actor. Like he is a pro, and he has done some amazing acting jobs in this world that people will look back on and say, "Wow," and this could be one that they look back on because he plays the role well, but his direction on when to be happy and then turning insane, it doesn't make much sense. And I know this is an olden time of period, and a lot of people could explain this with science or something, saying he didn't have the right medicine to be taking. He wasn't receiving the right care. He wasn't nourished enough. Maybe he drank too much. I don't know, whatever. But there's lots of reasons for people to be mentally unstable. But back in Van Gogh's era, I would say that, if he's insane, just put him in an asylum forever. I mean, this movie is just a little weird, and like they say on the back cover of the sleeve there, they say that this is not maybe all accurate, like it's their version of what could be, and so the fact that it ends with him perishing, I think, was accurate and good. But this movie draws on forever. And like I said, when it gets confusing, it gets confusing. When it's weird, it's weird. When it doesn't make sense, it just loses you. I mean, you just get lost in what they're trying to do, where they're at, what time they're talking about. There's one interesting scene towards the end with a pastor, and Van Gogh really gets to like let us know what kind of genius he really is. And Van Gogh was a genius. I mean, maybe not every genius in this world knows how great their work is going to affect people when they're gone from this planet, but Van Gogh, I think, is one person that should have known something. So I think Defoe handled the role accurately, but the rest of the movie is just really kind of garbage, to be honest. I've got to be honest. I was sitting here, it was hard to focus on the movie because it was just so bad. It's just jumping from thing to thing. So I'm going to give At Eternity's Gate a D. And I feel really sorry for Defoe because he is that good, but he just could not save this project. So I do not advise watching this. If you want to look up some artwork from Van Gogh, look online. If you want to hear something about Defoe, watch another movie of his. Don't put yourself through this movie. It's really not worth it. A D for At Eternity's Gate. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get something to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And enjoy your movies. Thanks.